Welcome back from the break, and it's good to know you have rejoined us again on the program. Good morning, Abuja, and it is showing now and right here only on the Unity Station NTA Channel 5. And to continue with our program this morning, we are going to discuss exam malpractice. What do we need to know about exam malpractice? And we have no other person to do justice to this topic. We have before us this morning Dan, the Director, FCT Education Resource Center, ERC, in person of Hajia Nimat Daoud Abdurrahim. Help me welcome her to the program. Maya, welcome to the program.
Thank you and good morning.
Okay. Yes, Director, FCT Resource Center, you are in the right place to tell us the topic we are discussing this morning, exam malpractice. Okay, let's start this way. Tell us, what is exam malpractice?
Well, good morning, everyone. Exam malpractice is as simple as the way you have said it. Any practice that is against the examination rules, that is being, any act that is being done to give any candidate an undue advantage over others during examination is exam malpractice. It's as simple as that. So any act that is against the examination rules that is being done to give a candidate or candidates sitting for the exam an undue advantage over others is exam malpractice.
Okay. Yes, so we have rules when it comes to schools, and anything that is against the rule is called examination malpractice.
Exactly.
Okay.
And there are several ways.
Okay. All right. Okay, there are several ways. What are the ways?
Well, to mention but few,
Okay.
there are several ways, like some of the ways that that used to be popular, like giraffe method of those days. I don't know. And some are also maybe by compromising either the supervisor of the examination, or even the exam body itself compromising their questions to others. Like sometimes you hear on the social media, like last year, you see people posting questions. Some are maybe fake and say, oh, these examination questions that is about to be used during the WAEC or NECO or whatever. But so these are some of the ways, and there are other ways like the school or proprietors of schools compromising, that is trying to maybe use either supervisors or invigilators to give to look the other way when they are the children are sitting for examination, and even sometimes the teachers of the school. So, and parents, in fact, it's so worrisome. Sometimes you see parents involving themselves in trying to buy questions. Some may be fake questions and all that, encouraging exam malpractice. So these are some of the ways, and maybe carrying foreign materials, like maybe writing on the hand, on the labs. We've seen children that use a wig and cover their ear with especially during external examination, use wig to cover a earpiece.
Wow.
And they are listening to answers being given to them. There are several ways, some writing on their labs, some, so some of these, there are several ways of examination malpractice. But of course, like I said, examination malpractice, any act that is against the rule of examination.
Okay, like you say any act that is against the rule of the examination is called examination malpractice. People know that it is against the rule, yet they indulge in this act. What are the reasons?
Well, so like I said, is to give a candidate undue advantage. For instance, parents do it to make sure that their children pass the examination to go to the next level of their career, which is very bad, because certificates that you earn that you didn't work for will definitely destroy the child in the future. Because, for instance, if you are whatever profession you are going to be doing, you will not be able to do it well because you didn't earn that certificate by it, and it will also aid corruption. Because these children are leaders of tomorrow. And if you start at this early stage indulging them in exam malpractice, of course the result will be disastrous to the society, and it's not a good one. And some teachers do that. Maybe some subject teachers may do that, compromise, because they want to get an award or something to see that, oh, my students did perform very well during the examination.
Yes.
They are the best candidate, the best teacher of the year, all those kind of things. So there are several reasons people do that. And some schools, like maybe school principals or proprietors that are indulging in that, which is very dangerous, can even be disastrous to the society, because if a proprietor or school principals are involved, the danger is small, because it's involving a larger number of candidates, so which is not the best. So there are several reasons people, and what people should understand is that honor or award that you earn, not that you don't work for, is destructive.
It is.
And it's not the best. So, and you are destroying the future of such children. So there are several reasons. I have never been involved in exam malpractice, but I believe that they have their reasons.
Yes.
But these are some that I feel some of them use as a reason for indulging in such thing.
Okay, ma, going with some of your experiences as a director with the FCT Education Resource Center. Now, what is the center doing to ensure they stamp out this exam malpractice from students?
You know, the FCT Education Resource Center is saddled with the responsibility of conducting 5 major examinations, which is the mock examination, which is the mock. The mock is to prepare our children, our senior secondary school children who are in SS3 for the upcoming WAEC, because we usually release the results so that the teachers and parents and students can know their weaknesses and strengths. So these are one of the first examination we do early in the year, and also we involve ourselves in we conducted the junior, what they popularly call the junior WAEC, BC, that's Basic Education Certificate Examination. And we are currently conducting the promotion exam for SS1 and SS2 at the public school. That of BC involved both public and private schools. And when we do all this, we are also going to be doing, we just opened the portal today for the science and technical colleges. We have 6 of them in FCT, entrance registration. So, which the exam will come up in August, and then that of the school for the gifted. But apart from this, we also go around monitoring WAEC, NECO, and other examination like the MNS and the NDA exam, and even other examinations. Whatever examination that is being conducted in FCT concerning our secondary school is being monitored by the FCT Education Resource Center. So what we do is actually, before any examination, we usually have a stakeholders meeting. We call it pre-exam meetings with our supervisors, with our principals, with proprietors, and to actually educate them and sensitize them more on the effect of exam malpractice, and also to caution them and all that. So, and we are also collaborating with NECO and WAEC to see that all these are being discussed during stakeholders meeting, so that even before WAEC and NECO examination, we also have stakeholder meetings with them and sensitize the principals and all that. And we produce flyers too, and also pamphlets on education, on exam malpractice, which we distribute to the public and even the schools. So all this we do to see that we sensitize the public, parents, teachers, and schools that the effect on examination malpractice. And punishment too are being meted on anybody that is caught. We have punishment for each. There are some schools that has been sanction. That is, they cannot sit for WAEC in the next 2 years if they are caught for certain malpractice. There are some times results are withheld, so as deterrent to people that are doing all this. So there are other ways we try to curb that, and we also, our monitoring, we make sure we monitor extensively at the 6 area council to see that what is being done is the right thing to be done.
That is a wonderful work you are doing at ERC. Now we're going to hold it there. We'll go on a quick break. When we return, we'll continue with the program. Yes, we have been discussing exam malpractice with the director, FCT Education Resource Center. Now let's go on this quick break. When we return, the discussion continues.
Good evening. Glad to have you join us.
Thanks for joining us on Weekly News Wrap.
Thank you very much for having me.
And it is on that note we welcome you to today's edition of the program.
We celebrate creativity, lasting impressions.
There's no book stating that this is the role for men.
On the news.
On the news at 7.
Jama'a barkanmu da wannan
The Unity Station, NTA Channel 5, Abuja.
Would say have a lovely day.
Welcome back from the break, and my guest is still here with me, and we've been talking about exam malpractice. Now, Ma, you talked about monitoring. I want you to talk to us a little about the recent one you've done. What is the assessment so far?
Recently, like last week, we were involved, like I told you, we are currently conducting promotion exam for SS1 and SS2 of the public schools in FCT. And my team and myself, we've been going around the 6 area council to monitor the conduct of this examination. And so far, we've been going, because we print, the ERC print the question papers and the answer sheet. And these are some of the things we look out for. And we also look out for the fact that they have enough supervisors and invigilators in the hall, and then security people are provided to within the campus, not in the exam hall. We don't allow security within the examination hall, but we always want security people to be on ground to monitor the examination in case of any trouble. And so far we've not reported any, my team have not reported any form of exam malpractice. But you know, sometimes not only in the hall you discover about examination malpractice. Sometimes during marking, when we start marking the examination, we see, we detect. So there are several ways of detecting exam malpractice. But one thing I want to say is that the FCT is very, very passionate about what we do at the ERC, and they have zero tolerance for exam malpractice. So for that, they have put everything, the management, the FCT administration have put everything in place to make sure we monitor and make sure that we can do as much as possible to, even if we can't eradicate exam malpractice, to reduce it to the minimum. And that is what we've been doing. And my advice to students is to study. Because if you don't study, you can, if you study hard, you don't need to cheat. You don't need to cheat. So I think that should be the takeaway, that they should study, and the teachers and parents who are also stakeholders in this should join the ERC in curbing exam malpractice.
Thank you so much, Ma, for this wonderful information you gave to us on the program this morning. We do really appreciate your time.
Thank you so much. It's nice to be with you anytime.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, we have been talking about examination malpractice with the director, FCT Education Resource Center, and she has talked to us extensively what examination malpractice is all about and what the center is doing to ensure they reduce examination malpractice to the barest minimum. Now we're going to go on this quick break. When we return, the program continues. Stay with us.